Hello guys, how you guys doing? Just got home. Well, I just got to Seattle from my home. Go home on the weekends. Live podcast here in Seattle. My van. Bigo doing Likey again. I've done Likey for quite a while, honestly wise. And then TikTok, my main TikTok. Meet me, Twitch. So once again, I just go live for you guys, leaders, to tell stories, to pay it forward. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Good? How you doing? How's it going? And just to tell everyone to pay it forward. No one's comprehend me. I just don't want people to stay in toxic love, broken code for too long. To stay in toxicity. Don't live with toxicity for too long. I preach about doors, dead ass. Like respect. You want to sign from God, the universe, your ancestors. Spanish 101. Hasta la puerta. English. The door's right there. What? We haven't, we know the door's there, right, quote unquote, but the downfall, we're raised to be like codependent people. If I pray about how manifest, maybe they'll change the ways. Potentially, but the situation is when and for how much longer will you stay there for? And to, once again, me as a being to trigger people, everybody out there, like, as a potential to be a scenario, like, they went off the rip, just to let you know, like, a zillion queens of the whole universe, why would I just about you, one person? Make that make sense. Look around you. I'm in Seattle. Taste the rainbow. All the cultures, all the nationalities, all the beliefs. Cosmetically beautiful women. And men cosmetically, right? But here's the kicker. I date you as a being because your mind. Why? Which I'm going to tell on me because no one really says this shit. I date your mind as an associate, a friendship, especially as a partnership, because your mind tells your mouth to move, having conversations with I. Your mind tells your fingertips to mess with me. I date your mind. Black and white, to the point. Like, yeah, you're a physical being. Yes, you're beautiful, but here's the kicker. I love to ask everybody this shit. Other than your mind, ask any part of your advice. any body part of your body. I'm sorry. Any part of your body for advice to life. Any part of your tattoos, your six pack, your chest. I don't give a shit what you got. And what is it? It's crickets. It's crickets. It's your mind as a being. That's that people like. I want to know about you as a being, and then your mental health. Why? I don't care about, once again, horizontal bullshit, worldly things. I used to, when I was a blue pillar, entertainer like you are, respectfully, but you know about higher source, quote unquote. You know about the Bible, scripture, Buddha, Allah, chakras, which is beautiful, your spiritual gift, your religious gift. But if you don't know you, that's the problem. And then imagine you claim you want love, relationship, marriage, and kids. How's that gonna work out for you, respectfully? And when little ones are here, no one has to be here, but we're here, right? So the question is, now what will you do with your situation when you're here? That's the number one. Welcome to live. Respect, I say that for everybody out there. Chilling. Thank you. How was your weekend?
But I have one thing to add.
Go for it.
When you said, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
You know how you said, well, like, yeah, it's good to know about spiritual things and all of that, but you gotta know yourself.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
1,000. Very factual.
I believe that's completely truth, but also I have really. My religion says.
Go for it.
You don't know yourself. It's the one that created you that knows you.
Right. Which is factual to a certain extent. That's communication. But to be fair, I say this right. Like higher source. So, you believe that's the issue.
Like.
Go for it.
To know yourself. To know yourself, you have to get to know your creator.
Correct.
And in that progress or in that journey, you will know yourself better.
Very factual.
The creator who has the one that knows you more. That's why people.
Very factual.
Don't know themselves. They they be thinking, oh yeah, this and that, but then later they find out, well, I'm not that type of person. I'm not really into that kind of stuff,
Right.
So. I just wanted to come over here and just say that.
That's cool. That's cool.
Leave your mind, stuff, which is good.
Right. Well, once again, I tell people I'm going to tattoo my back, right? Because me as a being, as one being, not the whole universe, not my 8 kids, me as a being, right? I'm always trying to dissect the universe, this healing journey, mental health, to make it more black and white, more simple for everybody out there. So I'm going to tattoo my back, right? To carry everybody out in a positive manner, right? And if it triggers people, that's my job, my gift. The best part is, no word in the universe has feelings, right? So it's going to say, God's not the issue, your beliefs aren't the issue, Jesus is not the issue, the Bible is not the issue, the church is not the issue, it's the beings in the church that the issue, more on the men's side, because they're more narcissistic, respectfully, what? And then to call you out, you're more like, yo, like, remember this. God, the universe, is not sending press. You are. Why? What? Let's talk about the Bible. Buddha, whatever your belief is. But if I know you're sending press, I'm going to call you out respectfully. That's my job, my gift. Okay, we spoke about Buddha for whatever time frame. I'm very patient. I let you speak. But here's the kicker. I know you're sending press because you went on social media. You made a post about your mental health. So why don't you want to about your mental health? I respect your boundaries, right? Here's the kicker. So you start to become vulnerable, but you say you believe in higher source. So why do you believe in that respect? I say that higher source is not sound depressed. I used to be you, past tense. I used to be sound depressed. So why don't you want to talk about that? And then you claim you want love, relations, marriage, and kids. Then you're the problem, respectfully wise. Because hurt people, because you're hurt like I used to be. Hurt people, heal people. What do we do with heal people? We got for one. You're not ready for love. You can think you are, but think is not knowing. And when you go hurt somebody else, I know that was not your intent, but you're hurt. So respect, you know, how much more long you been doing this for. And that's what my gift to everybody out to call you out. Like, you're not ready for love. You can say you are. You think thinking is not knowing. Because if you know you're ready for love, you get these conversations. Every which way. You won't be scared to become vulnerable. And anyone that wants to hurt you with your past is not a good person. They're just a regular person type of situation. On a journey, not a healing journey. People on the healing journey, we don't try to trigger you with your past on a positive manner to phone you. Like, remember you did this last time and you fell in your face. You want to do it again? What? You can find your face you want to, but for warning you, you're making the same decision again. I used to be you. I did the same thing. You know? Greetings from the Illuminati Brotherhood. Do you want to be famous, rich, popular? Hey, Jamie, your God and love, all you people in the Illuminati is horizontal, man-made bullshit. My God and love is vertical. So we're three different energies pass and then frequencies. So respectfully, God comes first, then myself, and then people around me. So respectfully, I don't give a shit about nothing man-made, because other than physical beings, and nothing man-made can't talk to you. Money can't talk to you. I just got to Seattle. Seattle can't talk to me, but it's beautiful. The water's right there in front of my face. It can't talk to me. Maybe you have a spiritual gift that you speak to the water. Cool. But if you're sending the press, I'll call you out. Yo, you just told me you spoke to the water, that your ancestors, you know, the universe. Cool. But you're still standing depressed. There's a problem. When will you figure out that?
Jimmy's bullshitting right now.
Oh, I know. They're trolls. I know. It's okay. I love trolls. I love bullies. Because once again, those are blue pillars. All my tattoos. Blue pillars, entertainers. Their God and love is, once again, horizontal bullshit. Man bullshit. But I call him out. Okay, you're rich and famous, right? Scenario. Gang mafioso, social media status. But if you sound depressed, I call you out. How you sound depressed? You have $1 billion and you sound depressed? Make that make sense. Respectfully.
People also sometimes forget that the devil still exists and still is working
1,000%.
the same way he was working Adam and Eve.
1,000%. Oh yeah, that's why
So,
Bible talk, right?
The people in power and like the people that has a lot of followers. So he goes to them.
Status.
He doesn't have to go to individuals. He just has to go to the ones that have influence on others. He'll make them do his job, you know?
Oh yeah, very factual.
The people are the devils now. They ain't doing his job.
Right.
They go around and tell people to do what's wrong and then beautifulise it and be like, no, it's not that. It's about yourself, you know, it's caring and this is like really it's hurting. They want you to be like, you know, like they work for him and then they just go in disguise of like human beings and just be like, yeah, do this and do that. And they get their monies. No one questions it, you know.
Correct.
No one really says anything to it, but they're working for him, and then they come to the populations, and no one, all the presidents, all the that came around and be like, oh yeah, it's okay, you can be, you know, homosexual or whatever. I have nothing against homosexuality, but they're not homosexual themselves, but they say it's okay, and then they spread it out, and then people become they're out here like, you know, normal people. They're doing stuff they're not supposed to naturally do, and then they end up, you know, killing themselves and all of that kind of stuff because it's not natural, you know.
Well, that's a part of God. You know, for people, you get tested, right? Scenario like me, I got 8 kids, right? Potential 2. Well, 1 for sure is gay. We'll tell that number 2. And you know, one of my daughters, she's a lesbian, right? Which I'm cool with it. My family's not cool with it because born with Catholics. That's wrong. I tell my family, I don't care respectfully. That's my kids. And here's the best part: God, the universe will test you. So you believe in God, higher source, right? And scenario, let's say you have a part of, you know, a kid becomes gay type of situation. What will you do to the kid that you made? Disown them? Really? You know? So respect once again.
No, it's,
I add that to
you
my
can't, you
environment.
can't,
I add that to my environment as a being, right?
you gotta
Like
change.
I tell my kids, chill out. You can be gay, straight, whatever. These categories, these titles. But here's the kicker: only physical beings can talk to you. Being male or female can't talk to you. My name's Margarito Yala. My name can't talk to me. It's a title, right? But I'm a being. I can speak to your mind. I care as beings. All I care about you as a being, your mind and your mental health. If you want to talk about worldly things, cool. Let's talk about your job, your six pack, the gym, billions of yeah. But when I see you make a post, here's the best part. When I see you go in a toxic relationship, everything starts with love. In the beginning was love, yes. So when did it fall apart? Why is it falling apart? But you have a six pack. You go to the gym. You're beautiful, exotic. Why are you crying? Why are you stressing? A zillion people in the whole fucking universe, all these realms, and you're stressing about one. Make them make sense respectfully. That's what I care about as a being. Which I teach my kids all the time.
And that all goes back.
Mm-hmm.
It all goes back to the devil, because you know the devil, like he's number one separator of every marriage and relationship. You know.
Potentially.
If you let.
You know.
No, he is.
Well,
every relationship,
okay.
he gets in between it.
Okay,
every
okay.
relationship is,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's just a partnership,
Mm-hmm.
he's in between it.
Potentially.
He wants to create conflict and chaos, you know.
Potentially.
And to the girl or to the man, he's like, man, she's not seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Come on, bro. It's like, look at, have fun. It's all about fun, man.
Right.
And whenever he gets caught, he leaves them and be like, yep, you're doomed. You did that to yourself. You know?
Okay.
I don't force you. You did it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so
that's so.
Whisper in their ear in their mind.
Okay, so this is a beautiful subject. This when I make this comment, it might be triggering. Here's the kicker: nobody knows, right? And that's respectful. So Bible time, boys, are Catholic. So Adam and Eve, Cain, and Abel, and then you got Noah's Ark, right? The devil, Lucifer, Satan. My little tattoo here, right? It's the kicker. Scenario. Let's say it's factual, but nobody knows, right? So let's say scenario. Here's the kicker: I changed my ways as a being. As a being, I was never a physical abuser. But a verbal abuser, oh yeah, my old mouth, ruthless. I'll give you 3 warnings. Check it out. This subject, I don't care about it. I don't give a shit about words. But I know you do. I'm forewarning you. If you want to have this conversation, I'm going to give you 3 chances. Yo, we should not do this. I don't want to constant depressed. You can't take my energy at all. Respectfully. But if you want to do this, remember this. Your days can get ruined. And I forewarned you. You know? So here's the kicker. So if I change my ways best as possible, scenario, let's say the devil, Lucifer, Satan, change his ways before any of us were born. You know what? I fucked up. I called out God. You know, I was the second, the psychic type of situation, and I got greedy type of situation. You know, let's say scenario. He changed his ways, but here's the kicker: when the ball starts rolling, it can't stop. Only us as one being can stop it. As one being. And for example, narcissists can't change. Bullshit. I used to say the same shit. No, they can. When they are ready to start their healing journey or work on their mental health. Nobody's God, Jesus, universe. I tell my 8 kids, I can't fix you to save you. Go for it.
Yeah, you know, it's like, what do you call it? Anyone can change if they want at not any moment, but it's a journey.
The healing journey, yeah. The healing journey.
Some people have this difficult with, like, they believe whatever they're doing is working, and that they're right, and everyone around them is wrong.
Because that's the belief, King.
It works. They find easily manipulated people. They manipulate them, or they brainwash
potentially,
and then they fall for it. And they're like, "You see, the other guy that left me, or the other girl that left me, that said I was a psycho and stuff. She was a dummy. See, this guy believes it, but that guy, he hasn't experienced a manipulator or a psycho before, so he falls for it until later on, or she falls for it until later on, and then they found out, hey, this person is a psycho and stuff like that. And by that time that person leaves, this psycho finds another easy target. That's there's a lot of people that's not on the same level, so they think they're right, so they don't change until they die, and then they're dead, and then
potentially.
It's over,
right. So
if they find the right person, they will.
Correct. So that's why I tell people when it comes to like this spiritual warfare, my tattoos, narcissist, empathist, empath, it's very simple. No one really says any platform. Not be a religious, spiritual, atheist, good people, counselor, therapist. I say it. So the kicker: nobody can stop the spiritual work, but you can prevent to slow it down. How so? By telling your story. If you're in a toxic relationship and shit falls apart, right? You can call your ex a narcissist. Cool. Sociopath, psychopath. Cool, because that's your personal experience. So technology, myself a tattoo. If everybody went on live, right? all these platforms, right? And check out, this is my story. This is what I went to. Here's a picture of my ex for legal issues. If there's no like legal documents of domestic violence, assaults, and all, nothing legal to be, to be safe once again, so you can get sued for defamation. Then say, this is John Doe, my ex. Show a picture, physical picture. There's his platform. So here's the kicker. This is what I went through. This is the red flags that I missed. This is the boundaries that that they passed, that I passed. This is what I accepted, tolerated, that I compromised with. So if you're dating my ex, stay observant of these red flags, these boundaries that they pass. If it's happening to you while you're with them, I recommend leave them. But that is your choice, free will. Once again, I'm telling my story on my side. He can, on his side, her side, they can pay me to picture that I'm the devil. I'm just like, hey, that is, once again, that is their choice to do that. But here's the kicker. If you want to save yourself, don't stay for too long, and then tell your story. I stayed for 2 years, 2 years too long. I finally walked away. So if you're with them, the sooner the better. That's how everyone slows down spiritual warfare, every which way. Why? Because my tattoo, circle of zombies, people too narcissistic, they worry about their what? Reputation. That's why they hate getting exposed. Imagine if everyone called out everybody. And, Rito, that guy, let's say I'm a fucking fuckboy type of situation, right? But nobody knows that locally, because no one really exposes me. So now my ex is putting me on social media, and anyone wants to get involved in me, hey, bro, I know of you, I don't know you. So I'm going to stay observant of you. What do you mean you know me? Well, your ex was on social media, she told her story, and we can try to have this conversation, but I'm going to see the red flags. If you want to, I'm for, saying the cliff type of situation. And that's going to trigger me because what? I'm being exposed. I'm worried about my reputation. That's my tattoo. All circles zombies.
Everything has two sides of the story.
Facts. Very, very factual. Very factual.
People,
1,000. 1,000.
Yeah.
Right.
People, anyone, even though I say I'm a victim of it, when I tell my story, I would try to make myself as of the good guy that was really trying and all of that. But sometimes I catch myself and I'll be like, you know what? It was my fault.
Accountability.
People, they're scared of taking the blame or taking accountability.
Right.
Like, I was wrong.
Right.
That's the worst. That's like people are ashamed of public. What's it called? Public shaming. Like they
exactly. Shame and guilt.
Anything about them, they will do anything for that. Even
right. Because it's probably an ego.
A politician, a president for that public shaming.
Right. Very factual.
So they tell their story in a good way, where just for them it sounds good to the people that they're telling it, and the other one is telling his own story.
Right.
And then either it can be misunderstanding between those people and how they took it, but most of the time people know they're wrong, and they still act like they don't know they're wrong, and that they were intentionally just doing good, and they were trying to make it like that. People
potentially,
bad, bro. People,
well, but here's the kicker, because why? Because when it goes public, now the cyber, myself on tattoo, the cyber universe, now you're getting exposed, right? So that's what that people, everyone narcissist traits. On this side, it's pride and ego. That's the bad side of all of us. If you put your pride and ego away, your narcissist trait that everybody has, right? And you know what? Let me fall back. Let me feel why I failed. Did I do wrong? Maybe I did do wrong. Cool. When you figure it out, not your comprehension, you let go. Yes, don't judge myself. I did do this. I did say that. That's doing accountability wise. The intent, you don't do it again. So you don't bring your past to present. A lot of people don't do the healing journey, and they want in relationships. Hurt people. And the worst part is when you self-sabotage relations by comparing your new partner to your exes. And on top of that, to trigger everybody out there, anyone that says all my exes are toxic, they're all crazy. You know why? Because you're toxic. And you're crazy because all you know is what? Toxic love, broken, coded relations. You don't know what love is, respectfully yet. Because if you did know what love is, why are you bitching about your exes? You bitching about life? The door's right there. You can leave when you want to. And especially if your kids are not involved. Don't feel guilty. Everyone's get their feelings hurt. But here's the kicker. It's not your feelings, it's their feelings.
Especially sometimes in this day and age, they get like public support on anything they do. The
social media. Social media. Right. It's cool.
First, before they look into anything, they're like,
right.
Oh my God, fucking man, or she's right, he's evil, either this.
It's okay. Okay, it's okay.
They got so good at it. Now they what do you call it? Alligator teeth cry, or what was it? Wolf cry, whatever.
Victim mentality. Victim mindset.
Cry on the spot just to make it seem like they're so good at that kind of stuff. They are actually the best manipulators and liars. Actually, if you think about it, I mean, not all, because I don't want to say I have sisters and I have mothers, but they can actually just cry on the spot and make you believe that they're genuinely scared or they're hurt or something like that. Like that's like, damn, you can just do that. You know, like I be watching videos and shit of like the cops go into the, you know, like just cop videos and shit. And then this girl, she was like, she set up her boyfriend to get killed or whatever, right? And the cops were in on it. They knew she was doing that. She hired a hitman. The hitman told him, hey, and then the hitman was a cop. He acted like he was a hitman, but he was like, yeah, well, you want to kill him this day and this day? And then the cops go to her house, and then they tell her, hey, your husband has been shot and dead. And then she act like she didn't know. She didn't just pay the hitman or nothing. She just cried on the spot, and then she said, no, not my husband. But all the time she planned this. She had this planned, you know?
Right, but here's the kicker: to call everybody out. Anyone that does that is not a good person.
Story, I would believe her.
Right, very well. That's because emotion, the feelings. Right? Yeah, for sure. But once again, to call everybody out,
like I would be like, damn, she's crying, and like she's just like sold the story so good.
Right. Well, that is if you're emotional.
Like, damn, if I didn't know,
if you see a kid or a woman crying, you're gonna think that they're telling the story. It's very factual type of situation. You didn't believe the story because they're emotional. That's that people, if you sit there and observe, like, yeah, they're crying, but now here's both sides of the stories. And on top of that, do full investigation. Talk to the family on both sides, the friends, that, yo, like, you know, he got murdered, you know, was he abusive to her? Was he being a fuckboy? Like, nah. He thought it was working type of situation. Also, it's her situation, maybe she's cheating, doing wrong, and she got a hand. So obviously, she's doing like exposed type of situation. Shit went down, but I can't be the fuck out. But if you're choosing, right, emotionally and spiritually, which is called what, my tattoo, a premeditated choice to take somebody out, to do something wrong, it's a premeditated choice. Well, you are not changing your choosing. You can blame my tattoo to the devil. You can blame the devil. He planted a seed, but he put a gun in your head. That is what your choice of free will. Every being, every day above ground, your first breath, you have two same gifts: it's choice and free will. Everybody has the same shit. After that, spiritual, religious, whatever you believe in, cool. That's cool. But once again,
my belief, I'm a Muslim, you know.
That's cool.
What the devil says, that's the same thing. And like in afterlife, we will believe in the day of judgment. Everyone will be gathered, and then the bad people eventually will start blaming the devil. You know, they'll say, "Yo, it's because you."
That's okay. They can blame the devil all they want.
We did that.
Right.
Yeah, you know what the devil says to them? He says, no. Don't blame me. Me and you, I was a partner with you. We was working together. You know, you came to me, you asked for the help. I had knowledge of, you know, scheme, and I showed you. Now I'm in trouble myself, so go away from me. Don't blame games.
Did you make a deal with the devil?
Bro, why do you always come here, dude? Like, they're the fuck ass, man. You always hire drunk, man. Respectfully, dude.
Fun, but
yeah, that's a brown. Respectfully, say this behind the screen. I don't fuck with the brown culture. I don't. Spanish people, Hispanic, Latino Spaniards, 99.99% can't think of anything in life. Zero. Dead ass fuck ass. I would say 100%. I'm being nice with the 0.01%. I don't fuck with the brown culture. I don't. Because they can't. Church, I tell them all the time. Our culture, religion, we go to church every Sunday, right? For fucking, more on the male side. Bunch of machistas do I'm gonna tag to machismo, Spanish 101, right? But they're fucking pharaohs and hypocrites. Yeah. So that's why I respect me. I have to tell them, yo, like, I don't care. I don't care.
They go to church on Sunday and then Monday they're over there cheating on their spouse.
Nah, not just Monday, King. Right in fucking church, on their Snapchat, at church. A lot of young queens go to church, right? To Muster Hall. Just like OnlyFans in God's house. And they have the old man. All this less happening in God's house. So respectfully, that's what I'm saying. I fuck with every other culture in the universe but brown, respectfully. And I call it the fuck out. I don't hold back. Why? Because I'm hurt people's feelings? That's my job, my gift. I'm speaking the process of the healing journey for everybody out there, especially the queens. Queens, if you're doing love, whatever your higher source is, and you're not being a fuck girl, right? You do monogamy, A and B, but he's a fuck boy. And you go to church, his belief's not the issue. He is the issue. So why the fuck do you have him by your side? Because the kids, yo, your kids ain't doing you wrong. He's doing you wrong. I know it's gonna hurt. Trust me, I'm a single 5 kids. I don't do family. That'll make it sound so fucking easy. Because I reached out for help. I had real support teams. My family can't teach me this shit because they don't know this shit, respectfully. So I'm gonna call you out. The door's right there. That's a miracle of sign. All these doors you go through that make you feel good, but every morning, every night you bitch about one fucking door. And once again, that's hell on earth every which way. No one has to die to go to heaven and hell. We're taught that shit. You don't have to die. You physically live heaven and hell. I'm in Seattle, heaven on earth. I go back home on the weekends. My kids in my heaven on earth. Co-parenting, heaven on earth best as possible. Eastern Washington, fucking hell on earth. There's nothing there for me. That's why I'm back in Seattle. I won't go back home again. Why? There's nothing other than my kids, certain family members, and 2 people I speak to. Everybody's just associate. There's nothing for me in Eastern Washington. It's my hell on earth. The west side, the best side of Seattle, this is my heaven on earth. I love being here. There's no I love being here. Every which way, because I can have conversations. And my tattoos, I'm facing my tattoos. Everyone in Seattle, especially the Queens, I have conversations. Straight to the fucking point. They'd be like, yo, you have a lot of words on you. Like, yeah, you have triggering words. Correct. And that's why you're speaking to me, miss. Because if it weren't for these tattoos, once again, we see each other, common courtesy, say hi, what's up, and that's it. No conversation about mental health, triggers, none of my tattoos. But I did it for a reason. It's not for validation, to get your attention. That's why it's straight to the point. I love having conversations about you and your mind and your mental health. Yeah, Seattle's beautiful. The water's beautiful. The fucking hikes, yes. But are you beautiful mentally, emotionally, spiritually as a being? How is your mind doing? You can do all the hiking you want, all the therapy you want. But when you go home, are you happy to go home or are you stressing to go home? Is it heaven and hell at home? And you're both homes, you're both walls, your mental home and your physical home. Is it heaven and hell? You sleep to this shit, you wake up to this shit. Deadass. If it's hell on earth, why? Who is causing hell on earth at home? Is it you? Is it your partner, kids? That's their fucking job. They don't know this conversation. I tell all my 8 kids, all 8 of you combined with your minds, teach me anything positive in life. And to call you out, don't be God of the universe. You have nothing to tell me because you don't know this conversation. That's about tattoos. The schools can't teach you my tattoos. Maybe if you go to college, if you do counseling therapy talk, but even counseling therapists, like Sean in Seattle, like, yo, that DSM-5 book, study this brain, it's a fucking organ. Like would have taught a student, asked one of the students, yo, point to me where your mind's at. I can't even do that shit. My mind is in God, heaven, universe, a different realm. I don't know where my mind's at. I don't know where it's at. I can't point at it. So I can tell you stories.
You know what I feel like would kind of work with human beings if everyone treated people the same best way they want to be treated. If they treat others the best way they wanted to be treated, I think we would come to like a calm kind of like, okay, this makes sense, and everyone would be on this good level. But I have something that might be like, hey man, that's not right to say.
Say it. We're adults.
I feel like no one ever agrees on one thing. You know?
Right, but you know why?
If I treat people the same way I wanted to be treated, they wouldn't do it.
Right, but you know why, right?
They would use it, yeah.
But I know, but I'm asking you, do you know why? I already told you the answer. Because everyone's unique, first and foremost. Second of all, every fucking being has 2 same gifts, choice and free will. That's why. I tell people, you can verbalize boundaries, right, and your beliefs, but for you, no one really said this shit. No one has to respect your boundaries. No one has to respect your beliefs. Anybody can walk up to you, cuss you the fuck out, whoop your ass, put one in your head. Anybody can. You can blame the devil, sure. All my tattooed narcissist traits. The devil's in all of us. But the question is, how they get triggered. So
everyone has a demon.
Everybody does. Yeah, that's your narcissist traits. Hate all my tattoos. It's in all of us. You want her to fly? You want her to fly yet until someone triggers you. If you can't go to your triggers, then what? The devil comes out of you. You become triggered, and now you fucking hit people, destroy people verbally, emotionally, spiritually, but then just physically. Yeah. The devil's in all of us. So that's why.
And it's not just one devil or nothing. There's a lot of them, and they grow in numbers. They also have babies the same way we do. But if you let the devil, when you're born, a devil is assigned to you, and an angel is assigned to you. One whispers to you to do good.
All my tattoos
whispers to you to do bad. And
right now, what are you choosing? What are you doing?
You listen to the other one, or the other one takes over you. It's to the point where you're not even in control. That's why people don't know themselves. It's because he's in control of you, and then he controls what you do. He controls how you say what you say.
Potentially,
basically, that's what he's your partner. But he actually doesn't die with the same time as you die. When you die, he goes to another person because they live longer than us. You know what? That's what we believe. They live way longer than us. So they have a past experience of how they used to, how they manipulate people. They use it. Like they have. Like,
so
this guy, when I said this
to
worked for him,
life.
I'm gonna go say to this guy because he's kind of giving me a hard time. So they go and then, but as people don't want to admit it that they have the devil, or this is the devil that's making them do this. They would rather blame other human beings and be like, oh no, it's because he did this to me. That's why I'm doing this to him. I gotta get revenge.
The war.
And the devil inside of them is happy. He's like, just go get revenge.
Right,
yes,
right. But you just remember the devil just planted seeds. Now, once again, what everyone's saying is choice free will. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? A premeditated choice, but you're not changing. You're choosing every which way. It's very fast, but here's the kicker: like you as one being, you can be a square, empathetic people, right? But no one has to respect you. That's why beings will test you, and they tell you to get physical. Go for it.
You know how you said, yeah. You know how you said is your house heaven and hell?
Yeah, your mind.
Is your house heaven?
Your mind and your home. Yeah, heaven and hell.
Heaven and earth.
Yeah.
It's because when the demons enter your heart, you know what they do is that they decorate your likeness. It's like a house for them, They say, put this there. You like that, you're gonna like this, you're gonna like this, you're gonna put this here, you're gonna put that. So it's like you decorate a house. When they enter your heart, they decorate your heart into liking completely different things.
Right, horizontal, not vertical.
Hell in your home.
Right.
By yourself.
Right. Oh yeah, very factual. That's why once again, I'm gonna tell you, every day above ground, how are both your four walls, your mental home and your physical home? Are they heaven on earth or hell on earth? Respectfully, what? I keep it simple. I preach about home. I don't give a shit about. I'm at work. I'm at my job. Okay, it's my job, right? But it's the kicker. My job don't bother me, trigger me at all. Beings potentially can, but I call it the fuck out, and I don't hold back. But you're a millionaire, but you're being mean. So why are you being a bully? No bully is a good person. What? No bully is a good person. End of story. Your belief does not bully me. You bully me. Why are you bullying me for? Make that make sense. I'm direct, straight to you. You're once again, Buddha. No, Buddha's not bullying me. You are. Why? I love to bully bullies. Just to let you know, I would destroy words. I would traumatize the fuck out of you. I promise you $1,000. The $1 billion I don't have, my mention NF tattoo on my neck, and your mention your head and your mind, I will add door pain. You already have trauma bullshit. But after this conversation, before you pray, God Buddha, I promise you, when you wake up tomorrow morning, fuck the guy with tattoos. Your first thought, why do you allow I to take your energy? And I don't know you for nobody. I'm not nobody to you. Make that make sense. So that's my, as a being, I call you the fuck out. No bully is a good person. If you bully people like I do in a positive manner to get your attention, cool, mental health. Like, dude, why are you mad? Well, I'm not mad. Really, your energy's garbage, man. Return a voice every which way. Someone's taking energy. Now the question is whom? Physical being or what? Man-made bullshit. That's all it is. 2 categories. That's all it is. Because a tree can't be mean to you. It can fall on you by accident. It's dying slowly. There's no fucking timeline on it. So physical beings that hurt you. Why? Man-made bullshit. Why? Jesus shows you love. Sorry.
All right, brother.
All right, Luffy. Have a blessed night, King.
I'm going to take over real quick.
Stay blessed. Take care. Be safe. Thank you for stopping by. Stay blessed, stay blessed. So it says, Jesus shows you love and accepts. I used to have demons that way and still struggle at times. But, very factual. Once again, like, God hires souls, whatever. Once again, you believe not the issue. Once again, we can all change whenever we want to. That is your choice, if you will. But, you can go to church and, once again, you believe not the issue. But, triggers. All my tattoos. Red light to trigger, whatever. I got BPD, ADHD, all these terminologies. Yeah, I just keep it simple. Those are called triggers. So when your triggers are happening, what are you choosing? What are you doing? You should want to talk to yourself. Have to talk to yourself. The word have is trigger. You should want to talk to yourself. So once again, it's only 2 categories and make it simple, black and white. Whom is taking your energy? Physical beings. And what is it? Man-made bullshit. Is it your job? Is it your bills? Is it the gym? What the fuck?